stream. Blanca. I did not notice that. What we got tonight? This is pretty fun. I would not say it's like Call. It is nothing like Call of Duty or Overwatch though. It's just in first person with guns. Lots of fun. Because Call of Duty is not a sci-fi video game. Now there's Overwatch is a team-based PvP game only, more or less. Where you select different heroes and you battle it out against other opponents. Call of Duty is a mainly PvP game surrounded by weapons and their loadouts. Very modernized, very realistic based. You don't have like characters with like super abilities or anything like that. And Destiny 2 is basically like a sci-fi adventure fantasy video game. Less cartoonish. More, it's made for a more mature audience, but not like super gory or anything. You can play PvP, but I would say the biggest part of Destiny 2 is always PvE. It's a runner and gunner, looter and shooter. He's playing pretty well. Graphics are beautiful. I turned up the stream too, so now it's in it should have 60 frames. Do I have anything for overload? Well, it's not that there's so much going on that you can't see. It's just more so there's a lot going on and you don't really know what to pay attention to and what not to and what various different things mean. So it seems like there's a lot more going on than it really is. If that makes sense. D2 VR would be awesome, but I don't think that's gonna happen. I mean, it wouldn't be in VR. Most games that go to VR are very, I'd say they're really clunky feeling when you play them. Like Resident Evil 8 was your super solid game on console, and then they've also put it on PS2 VR. I don't know if it's on any other VR console or whatever, and it just didn't feel the same. This one's great. For overload. Yeah, great. I mean, it is more immersive, but I mean, it's not. I'm not sure how to explain it really. You'd have to see someone play a VR game to understand. Well, not see. You'd have to see someone play, and you'd have to actually play it yourself to see what I'm getting at. That's part of the reason why I think that buying an Oculus was such a waste of time. Not a waste of time. It's a pretty good console, but it was kind of a waste of money in comparison to other VR headsets. You should not ask for Oculus. I would ask for, if you're gonna get a VR headset, I get a PSVR. Simply for the fact that, what would I say? There's more games because of licensing and everything. Most games that people would like to see or would like to play in VR can't be on Oculus. like Resident Evil or Spider-Man. I haven't really looked at many VR titles, but Resident Evil is a very big thing. PlayStation VR. I mean, yes and no. Some people like that, like that feature of, downloading to a file and then putting that file on a computer and then hooking up your headset to the computer and then downloading the files to the game and then jailbreaking all the rest of that shit. I'm not particularly a big fan of that. Just like some people do. It's, if I can find a way to proc restoration, this would be perfect. One issue with this build is there's no range to it whatsoever. Style, Grave Robber. What's Grave Robber do? Okay. Decent. $63,000. Nice. Built unto you. Shout out to you and to you. Well, how can I get an overload? Um, hmm. Suppression? What suppression? Okay. So hypothetically, I could use tractor cannon, or I could use grenade launcher. But damn though. Wait. Okay. Oh, breech loader. Okay. Do I have a breech loader grenade launcher though? Yeah, but it's a certain type of grenade launcher. Trying to think here. Acting implosion. And technically you can, but you really can't. There's certain guns that you can craft in this game that have like different perks and stuff like that, but you can't just build a gun like it's Call of Duty or something like that. No. Certain weapons have set perks that they can roll with and whatnot, and you can use different. I mean, you can use not you can use, but you can play around with certain perks and whatnot. Let's try it with tractor cannon. Why not? Tractor cannon does suppression. What is a void? I have a grenade launcher. I can check. Let's see, 1900, 2000. Give me. But yeah, this game is a hell of a lot bigger and more expensive than Call of Duty. Call of Duty builds upon its player versus player gameplay, so does Overwatch, but in different ways. Overwatch, I would kind of say, is like a dumbed down version of Call of Duty for younger kids. Or not for younger kids, but for younger age groups. How much for Destiny 2? Technically, Destiny 2 is free. I say technically because the vast majority of anything worth anything in this game costs money. Which frustrates people an awful lot. Man, I don't have any finishers. Spend money in game. I spend lots of money on lots of different games. It just depends on what the game is. Destiny 2 is a game I've spent a dumb amount of money on. And it hasn't always felt worth it. Not always, but I wouldn't say it's worth the amount of money that I put in. However, I would say that Destiny 2 is definitely a game worth putting your money into. But maybe not like $60 damn every time a new expansion pack comes out. But the caveat to that is that, you spend $60 right now on this, not this pack, but this story mode, but then you're going to be doing stuff and playing around with and everything for hours upon hours upon hours on end, so it's like it's not worth it, but at the same time, it kind of is. Just depends. Nutrition and kinetic tremors. Shit, I've spent more than that on Destiny 2. I think I'm well over 1,000 on Destiny. Well, maybe not three, maybe not 1,000, maybe a couple hundred, maybe $600 max. It is and it isn't. I have friends that have spent more money on Overwatch, or spent more money on video games than I have. I mean, it is and it isn't an addiction. I mean, it's not really detrimental to my health and whatnot. So while it is addicting, I wouldn't consider it an addiction because, I mean, I could stop it anytime I want to. Hell, before, maybe a month ago, I hadn't played Overwatch, or not Overwatch, I hadn't played Destiny 2, like, at all, really. And then, they dropped a new season pass with more story and everything. I was like, you know what? Might as well. So, here we are. Might as well. Yeah, this looks so cool. I can't get it, though. Hell, envious Arsenal bait and switches God roll. 27. Do a GM. Oh, my mom called me. What? Hey, you called me?
Yeah, I was trying to see if there was something that you wanted to say that came in message, but if you want to start to talk about I'll just run off for it.
Alright, cool. Can you extra my phone get Elden Ring?
We can record another day.
Alright, cool. Thank you. Um, what are you talking about? Not this year. Yeah. Pretty sure I know if I got into a fight this year. I got in like 7 last year and like 5 the year before that. I got into a lot of fights last year and the year before. I think I was unmuted that whole time. Whoopsies. Apologies though, I had to call my mother back. I have said my stomach is a black hole. Hell, that's the one thing I say anytime anyone's like, you sure you want to eat all that before wrestling practice? Or you sure you want to eat that right before your event and attract me? That nigga, my stomach is a black hole. Not even light can escape it. What are you talking about? I am straight. Triple tap? Bottomless pit. Indeed, it is. Alright, what am I doing? I'm supposed to be doing a GM. Oh, they booted me. That sucks. What, a dad bod? Nah. Concubine. Nah, I couldn't have a dad bod. I'm far too active. Dad bods are like typically dudes who drink a lot of beer and whatnot. I don't drink beer. My dad does, which is why he has a dad bod. He was fairly athletic when he was younger, and he didn't let himself go. But I mean, you know, he has no reason to stay fit anymore. All right, but let's see how this goes. You think a dad bod is hot? Well, to each their own, I do suppose. To each their own. Oh, scheiße. So maybe this isn't the best build. Well, for solo content at least. Well, I mean, it can be. I just need to single people out. Stunning them do a fuck ton of damage at once. Make a change in my room right there. Uh-huh. Yep. Good, very different difficulty levels upon enemies do greater damage. I mean, difficulty level, we do a fuck ton of damage. Yeah, no, this isn't viable at all. Not for solo. Yeah, see, the biggest thing with Destiny 2, not the biggest thing, my biggest problem with Destiny 2 is trying to find a good build that not only does like great damage, or does like a huge amount of damage, but also heals me. Because if I do a bunch of damage with it and I die every 14 seconds, it doesn't really matter. I mean, it does matter, but you know, you can only die so many times before stuff starts happening. Certain game modes, if you die over and over again, it'll just kick you out, decrease the types of rewards you get, a whole other can of worms. So it's like I'd like to avoid dying as much as humanly possible whenever I can. Yep, perfect balance of both, you get it. Hey man, what? Yeah, that was last year, you dare know. Remember when I couldn't open my hand because I punched the bus and I put a dent in it? And I bruised my hand like crazy? Yeah. Fat kid was mad because I said his girlfriend had a massive forehead. He did. Huh? Grabbed him by his neck. You joking? Duh. And it did. His voice is really hoarse the next day at school. Funny though how that video doesn't show me getting tackled by Tupac. But you shouldn't be on Instagram anyway, so. Just doing, and? That's like I shot a dude. Well, you shouldn't have shot him. Well, it's over now. I mean, what are you gonna do now? Tell the teacher? He's already dead. What? You're not getting any more chocolate. Go away. Close my door, please. What pain. Then again, you are the younger sibling, so. You did not get it. That fight page is crazy. It does work. Let's go. Crazy that she found the video. I can say. Well, I'm saying that's crazy, but let's not forget though that I don't use like social media or anything like that. I mean, I do have Instagram. I started streaming. I've been a pretty closeted dude as far as the internet's concerned. So, the fact that someone would have like a whole page dedicated to people fighting and shit is kind of crazy to me. Then again, not really. I've seen worse. But still a bit surprising. Especially since I'm honest. I'd say that pregnant teenagers is much crazier than I understand. Well, it is and it isn't, because like on one hand you're like selling your soul, but on the other hand it's like kind of icky. It's just icky, you know. Because there's always a possibility that having you know, you can have children by accident. Whether someone, you know, forced himself upon you, or I don't know, you was just doing something you shouldn't have and you got pregnant. However, having an OnlyFans is purely intentional. There is zero accident. There is no like, oh whoops, showed my butthole on the internet. You know. That doesn't make sense at all. Both are absurd, but I think one's the greater of two evils for obvious reasons. Done already? Thank you. Fucking crazy. Yeah, maybe a shotgun isn't the best. I can't think of anything else that has trench barrel. Not trench barrel, but is it called trench barrel? Yeah, trench barrel. Trench barrel is what I need because it does it increases the damage I deal after doing a melee attack. But the issue is though, is that because the way my build is set up, it requires me getting way too close. And look at the stream. Getting too close to enemies like this, that means I'm likely to die. Like that. Cool. I do know how to dodge, but that doesn't change the fact that this is kind of bullshit. My build anyway. Trying to think of what I can do to tinker with it and make it a bit better. Gumshoe. What's my vault? Well, I'm using tractor. I guess I could use outbreak wouldn't do much. Obelisk maybe? I need a ranged type of, or for context for whoever's watching. I need a ranged weapon that does like good damage. Really good burst damage, but also somehow recharges my abilities. Scatter signal, control burst. Plus, if I used a grenade launcher, then that would satisfy the whole overload, so I could actually use a building is convenient. It's not that you can't build craft in this game, but you know you can't build everything. You can't be like, well, alright, I want a grenade launcher that shoots out a massive fireball that does 1 billion damage. Like, that's not possible, but you can. There are ways of doing something like that. Kind of, sort of, but not really. Depends on what it is you're aiming for exactly. But, you know, it's different for everyone. Different people have different things they want. So, about that chocolate bar. About that chocolate bar. I'm not. I'm a teenager that does sports with a fast metabolism and basically zero body fat. How does kind of go to sort of and not really? What do you mean kind of and sort of and not really? Say about what? Oh, you talking about somebody said like 5 minutes ago. Oh, chat's not late. You late. That's the point though. What's the thing about? Oh, but you have certain weapons in this game that you can craft, right? And all those weapons have a set amount of, a set different types of stats that you can use and whatnot. Now, those set stats can be changed. There's different, like, traits and whatnot about a gun you can change, but you can't just make a completely new gun from scratch, no. I'll get done with this, Nightfall, I can show you what I'm talking about. Going to Auntie's house on Monday. Do some chores for her. Better pay me up front too. I'm trying to go back Valentine. Buy Black Ops 6. I'm trying to go through Christmas video. LGS. Kinda sus, I'm not gonna lie. I'm sure they don't. What's ultimate? There's some 98,000 people left. Japanese genre targeted for girls. So basically, it's like it's a Japanese video game where all the main characters are twink boys. Oh, I see it's good now. I'm sure it is. I bet. Man, I love this game. Maybe you are sus. But see, I have an off and on switch. You just have an on switch that never turns off. Besides, I'm not a freak. Or a deviant. Just a run-of-the-mill teenager with hormones. But you? You don't know. I'm sure you are not. See, you can't even spell right now. You're so frazzled by the truth. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, I had to go grab Elden Ring from my dad's room. Elden Ring is another awesome game. Another game that is nothing like Call of Duty, Overwatch, or Destiny 2. Very different, in fact. Oh, let's do some contest. What does WB mean? Oh, that was actually kind of good. Oh. Ha 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 ha. Ooh, 2006. Wait, did I mute the sound by accident?
Varric's thought. These games might bind our peoples, join our traditions, purchase peace with sacrifice.
And did they?
Yes. Awoken and Elixni joined in bloodshed and in woe. Reinforcements are coming.
Okay, yeah. That way, the actual... Hey, look at the stream.
Face your
What was I saying, though? Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I was downloading something. Baked potato mussels and bacon.
master gun. Kill.
Oh, come on. Gosh, I'm definitely need something for range. Summer rocket launcher. Summer forces. Don't be good too. Good God, I was that thing. Oopsie. Why is it so hard?
Many fights await you.
Toxic tricks. Thinking I could do it. Do what?
First prisoner to reach exit will be granted freedom. Broadening's problems.
Oh, do this. Yeah, no, you can't. Guarantee you. You know, the better you are at something, the easier it looks. It might sound crazy, but it's true. I'm gonna do it. What are you talking about? I've beaten contest developers on the max difficulty. I haven't beat on the max difficulty, but I have beat it. Just super hard. Especially since I'm still finding a build that I like, that's viable. I'm not doing max difficulty right now. The hell do I look like? I'm the only person that can start it. The one that rule above them all or some shit.
Prisoner required. Use the machine.
Seems to harm one more stuff as well. Man, this build does like crazy damage, but there is zero. Come in.
Another.
Alright, cool. Keep on my door all the way up, please. Thank you. I did. I sent her the picture. She hearted them all.
Evaluation procedures.
Oh, what was I saying though? Yeah, my build, not even the guns I'm using or anything, but the setup I have, which is Young Ahamkara
Put
Spine,
on a good show
and
for us, Guardian.
what you call it, Young Ahamkara Spine, and then my what you call it. That's all good and all, but the issue is no viability. Stick over marksman's increased duration. Okay, I use on your mark and stuff, knock them down. I'm wondering though. No, the issue is survivability. I have no way to heal myself and no way to, stay alive after getting killed. Not getting killed, but getting lit the hell up. So I can either get behind cover or I die, more or less. I recover war. I think I'm gonna stick with on your mark though. Increase reload speed. Oh, grenade kills. Okay, that's what I was doing. Because all that potential to have my grenade up and everything.
Them dead, Guardian.
What, like 136 or 300, 137 or something like that? 136, 137. Some number like that, I think.
Success. rest of your reflex.
Alright, let me stop being an asshole to my teammates. $206. Oh, that's what Deadpool said. Yeah, 206 bones in the human body. 207. I'm watching something. I can't remember what it was.
You are judged.
Victor.
You put on a good show for us, Scott.
You know, it's weird though, because my brother and I, when we saw Deadpool and Wolverine with my aunt and uncle, we thought it was awesome. We thought it was hilarious. That was pretty funny. All the cussing and everything, the action. They really didn't like it though, which is funny. It's like it's a mature movie, technically, but for younger audiences, like teenagers. That's what it's directed towards.
Servants of war, unleashed.
Maybe not the whole movie, but the vast majority of the movie, I was going crazy. Oh, come on, that was cheap. Unless we're seeing a grown person under 18. But I get what you're saying.
Toxic gas detected. Try action. Breathe.
I'm gonna just casually unironically said try not to breathe. Yeah, you're right, let me just turn off my oxygen ducts. I'll step on his laughing. Yeah. My aunt and uncle are pretty uptight people, so you may be right about that. Disappointed, what happened? Yep, I knew that was gonna happen. Get uptight. Make him go see it. See, you know what I'm talking about, nigga? You just let this. That is not even half of a sentence. NSNSNSNSSN. What the hell does that mean? Can you not speak like a damn teenager texting someone? And like actually use English, like proper English, just once, please.
Have one.
Drives me crazy.
Prepare yourselves for judgment.
So we can harmony and quick draw. Disgusting. Good time down there.
Mildly
speak English, but you sure as hell don't spell like you speak English. Other way, y'all. Right here.
Enemy designation. Error. Complete. Enemies advance. Kill them dead.
Kill them dead. Oh, this line from the raid. From the raid from the dungeon. The dungeon, what do you call that? Strike.
You work for me, and I help you.
Man, that was terrible.
A test of your reflex. You are judged the victor. Mildly impressive. defiled, thirsts for your life. The dread bring puppets of their own.
Man, can I not be slow for 48,000 seconds, please?
Judged a victor. Victory. It is sweet. You have won. Reward. Punishment. Your warden decides. We are friends. Yes, Guardian? Give me your...
I'm never getting that go to shit. Nah, if you were hungry, you wouldn't say mint chocolate. Let's go. Yeah, but typically hungry people don't mention ice cream. Hungry people mention like food, perhaps. Well, it sound like someone.
A test of your reflex.
Shit, people. Right.
Your warden expects great things. Scion Commander ready for a battle of will. Toxic gas detected. Try not to breathe.
good. A little bit. It's a bit masochistic, I'm not gonna lie to you. To be completely honest. A little more than a little, actually. Clearly, you
Good to
don't
work with the
understand what
House
I
of
was
Light
saying
again. Yes.
about spelling and
We
shit like that.
refresh you after the hunt of Vanguard. Of course. You're as much a part of the city as anyone. That said, I'm leaving the tonics to you, Guardian. You smell like jet fuel and basil.
I can read, but just because I can doesn't mean I should have to sift through your shitty handwriting or shitty spelling. Mom, your mom. Where'd Mom and your mom got Serenity? Are you deaf too? I said, do you know where Mom and Jerron went? Oh, bruh. I was asking Jerron if he could lengthen the time. I was trying to ask Jerron if he could lengthen the timer until after the break. Oh. See, the fact that you tried saying it's not even that bad and ruined it even further proves my point.
What cipher is
Your
this?
dog shit spelling.
Welcome back. Done, done, done. All done, all done.
Guardian. But don't let it go to waste.
Well, I'm hopping off the game for the night. Thank you for watching. See you later.